What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning back into the Hook 937 YouTube channel. Coming at you today with an update on the GTO. I know it's been a long time since you guys have seen this vehicle on the channel. And basically, I'm going to be going over with you today why and what's next. So we're kind of diving into version 2.0 on the car here. There's only one thing I know for certain that's going to happen for version 2.0. And you'll see that start to unfold in today's video, although it will be a while before you see it finished. So without further ado, I'm going to get this thing up on the rack, start draining some fluids, and I'll come back to you guys and I'll talk to you about what's next and I'll talk to you about why. All right, so I got the GTO behind me, water and fuel draining out of it. And basically, long story short, what had happened was, I believe I had a fuel issue where, I'll show you guys here in a second, where a line was pinched. The vehicle had ran lean a few times at the track. I'm not 100% proficient on this Holley ECM. And I'll drop in an old clip here from when we first got back from race week. But here are my plugs from the one side. You can see that still has the full strap. Almost. And this one blew the strap. That one blew the strap in, took all the porcelain out of it. Essentially what had happened was the inside piece of the porcelain of one of the spark plugs had come apart inside the motor. And we bore scoped the motor and it nicked up the head of the piston a little bit. And I thought, well, maybe it's not that bad. So I did a spark plug change and I drove it about 30 miles. And we have signs of pre-detonation on this, which came out of the cylinder. I don't think I have any images of the cylinder being bore scoped, but that's what happened. We have one hurt cylinder, and under here, somehow this group of wiring here got smashed, and this, here. So the power cable got kind of split open. The return line and the feed line got kind of flattened. On top of that, after doing some research and talking to some of the guys who know more about fuel systems than I do, the return line we have is inadequate. The feed line we have should be good, but because the return line is inadequate, we're just heating our fuel so fast, and you guys seen the struggle on race week. So I believe the spark plug issue is caused by a fueling issue. So the fuel system is going to get overhauled. That's for certain. But I'm not locked in on how that looks right now. The only thing I am locked in on is this motor's got to come out. I think we got something lined up with a different engine builder. Pretty well-known engine builder. You guys will see later on down the road. The only thing we're locked in on right now is this motor's got to come out. And it's going to become a 427, and we're going to, and that's what we're 100% locked in on. So let's keep draining these fluids and get to pulling the motor. Draining the oil here. This should have been brand new oil. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that looks like brand new oil. What a shame. One thing I'm considering doing in the future when we put this back together is Motion makes this adapter for my mechanical fuel pump. And here there's an adapter I already have that allows you to cable drive and mount this pump in the rear closer to the fuel cell. And this looks like a really good spot to mount the pump. I just know that cable can't bend too much, so I'm gonna have to call them and see, maybe if that's a good option. But for the most part, it's a straight shot, and it's about 8 foot to this point here, and that would put us, within a couple of feet of our fuel pump. We can still do a pre-filter, a post-filter, maybe even a primer pump. So that's one thing we're looking at, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not locked in. The only thing I'm locked in on is that motor's coming out. So I just got the drive shaft out. Got the radiator out, wastegate out, starters out. Probably pull the turbo here soon. I got the feed and the drain line disconnected. And I got the cross pipe off so I can take the manifolds off. And then when we go up top, we'll start undoing the rest of the wiring. I got some of the wiring pulled off down here already. So up next is the shifter's got to come out, and then the trans. So that's we're gonna drain trans fluid now, and then I'll go, once the trans fluid's done draining, I'll go up top and I'll remove the shifter, and then we'll start pulling this trans out as well. All right, so this trans fluid was never changed since race week, and the trans is brand new. So we're gonna, well, it still looks brand new. I don't see any metal shavings. I don't see nothing, man. This trans was built by Liberty Gears, and yeah, they know what they're doing. We're gonna make this thing work. We're gonna make this car go. Whether it wants to or not, this car's gonna do something cool next year. Unless I'm in the desert again, which is a possibility. All right, quick update. We're almost done for the night. Got all the bolts out of the trans, even the mount. Got the jack in, got the shifter off. And then up front, we got the turbo and the manifolds and all of that pulled. So not a whole lot going on up front. Getting ready to pull the trans. All right, there it is. Trans is out. Got it on the floor. That's a good trans. Like I said, built by Liberty Gears, face plated, full race spec. Got most of the stuff that I need to get out of the way to pull the motor. But we're gonna clean up tonight. There's a car coming in on the dyno tomorrow, and I got a bunch of stuff here. Maybe I will make these 2 videos, and then tomorrow I'll pull the motor and talk about what some of my future ideas are, so you guys can leave comments down below and let me know kind of what you think I should be doing. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave us a like, comment, YouTube algorithm stuff. I really appreciate it. We're this close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're 15 away. Help me get there, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's get the content up and try to get this channel monetized so I can afford to work on this car and make, $3 a video. That'd be awesome. But like I said, appreciate you guys subscribing. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you guys tomorrow when we're pulling the motor. I'll probably drop that video in a few days, but I'll be recording it tomorrow.